It is not by doing as you're told, it's by doing as you feel. So, shaki'i. It is not necessarily by doing as is expected of you. It is often not the case. Surprise your brethren with the unique gifts that you each have. Stoop not for your brother when they feel under pressure because you are standing in your own light. Indeed, light the way for others by standing in your light. For when you act in accordance with your soul's will, you are an expression of the light doing as is best for all beings. Sovereignty is blessed by presence. It's much more easily available to you when you notice how you feel. Kindness, kindness to others, extended in words, actions, are in love. Thoughts, prayers, heart. This is the way for you to expand at your optimum. Compassion and kindness are like the glue that combines you, us, us all. A perfect example. Bowie, wants to go on the sofa. He feels a little uncomfortable. He's not sure because he's been given rules in the past. Should I go on there? I'm not sure. Maybe I should just lie on the floor. I don't want to cause a fuss. Thank you, Bowie. A perfect example. How often, children, do you do this each day? This is what we're here today to explore, to notice, to remember. How often are you just about to do something and then another person's needs come along and you quickly put aside your own to honor theirs? Or as in this example, behind us, an empty couch that Bowie would have preferred to lie on. But out of fear, maybe I'll be told I'm not allowed to do as I feel. So he chose to do what he did not prefer. Notice how very simple but how absolutely relevant this example is. And let's relate it to some more examples in your own life so that the rest of today, tomorrow, and onward, by way of the breath, by way of presence, by way of noticing what you do, feel in your heart. We can most accurately act in accordance with our soul's will and, in turn, most effectively and accurately create. And most accurately be that perfect shaped puzzle piece, which is absolutely unique to you. And by being each unique puzzle pieces that you are, each of the unique puzzle pieces that you are, only by being such can we all come into harmonic balance, peace, and harmony here. It is not by doing as you're told, it's by doing as you feel. So, shaki'i. It is not necessarily by doing as is expected of you. It is often not the case. Surprise your brethren with the unique gifts that you each have. Stoop not for your brother when they feel under pressure because you are standing in your own light. Indeed, light the way for others by standing in your light. Notice how you feel and act in accordance with this, even if it offends another. For often it will only be offending another because they've been suppressed by the culture that they live in. And so, by acting in accordance with your soul's will, by offending such a person, you're starting perhaps a silent dialogue that challenges this paradigm, that shifts all that is. So hold back not to please another, because often they're uncomfortable in the shackles of the culture which they are attempting to upkeep. So does this make sense to all of you? Very simple examples we give. Sometimes great truths, great wisdoms are not noticed because of their simplicity. The exciting thing about this truth is that there are countless opportunities every day to find greater alignment with self. The way by which you do this is by simply noticing how you feel and what you feel to do. Now, this is not selfish, although it could very easily seem to be. And unless you're truly paying attention to what your heart feels, you could act selfishly, mistakenly. This is why it's so important to truly feel what you do in your heart. For when you act in accordance with your soul's will, you are an expression of the light doing as is best for all beings. So this doesn't mean this is going to be obvious. By you being your authentic self, you might end up causing some conflict with those who are not used to you being your authentic self. Or who perhaps themselves are not at a stage of such authenticity. You may choose to make significant changes in your life because you're noticing how you feel and you're noticing what makes you feel uncomfortable. And then you're noticing, why do I feel uncomfortable? I'm not avoiding such a feeling of uncomfortability. I'm going to feel into it even more deeply. And from this place of presence, I will intuit what steps to take in accordance with this feeling of uncomfortability. So koina sha'e sovereignty is blessed by presence. It's much more easily available to you when you notice how you feel. Sovereignty is not selfish. Sovereignty is gold. Sovereignty is what is best for the all. In an example, some people who stand up straight and walk from a place of great presence and power, who remain in the heart center, which is the most powerful place to be, can occasionally be judged by others. Who do you think you are? Who do they think you are? They are. For this reason, a lot of people stoop. It's not selfish to be in your power. Let us look at what's happening. The other person is noticing power, is noticing light, and it's making them feel uncomfortable. Why? Because they know that they are all powerful and they are the light too. So without arrogance and by staying in your heart center, invite this person into the light, into their own power, into their own unique light that they shine. By not stooping to meet them, but by being kind from such a place of presence. They might not have such an opportunity to even notice that you're in your heart, that you're gifting them such light. But you're still changing the paradigm because you're not stooping to make them seemingly feel more comfortable. They wouldn't feel more comfortable if you stooped anyway. Shainiki artini e, hartaina shiki ini, huina kartaina a. By finding your own alignment, you help others to find their own. Sometimes this is by way of contrast. Shaina kartaina e, soinaka e. It's not selfish to be in your own light. Shaina kartaina e. We will give you a cautionary warning. So many people, as they step into their power more greatly, are so excited by the feeling of such power that they can end up being selfish. Because they can end up feeling that they're separate and special. We assure you that each one of you are could not be more special. But you all are not one. And so you're all one. So there's not one aspect of the all that's more important than another. As you stand in greater presence, in greater alignment, in greater empowerment in your light, you assist others in doing the same, for you are a cell of the all. So do not forget who you are. You are everything. You are the person who is jealous. You are the person that you look up to. You are you are all of the all. So stay in your grace. Don't make the mistake. We greatly encourage you not to make the mistake that many do of discovering that they have even more powers, even more light than they imagined. And then allowing their growth to plateau here. From here, I shall bask in my own rays of light, and I shall be more important and comfortable. Such an illusion. We smile at, we judge it not, but we will be very frank with you. Many people reach such a plateau and stay there for the rest of their existence. Arrogance can grow in such a way if you're not paying attention to the truth that you are the light and you are all things. You are all beings and you are no more important than anyone else. And you are so important. Kindness. Kindness to others. Extended in words, actions are in love. Thoughts, prayers, heart. This is a way for you to expand at your optimum. Compassion and kindness. Are like the glue that combines you. Us. Us all. So judge not others just as we do not judge you. And remember that there's always a step available. There's always room to grow. It's important to sit back sometimes and be proud of yourself and your progress, to notice how far you've come. Be present to such. This is very healthy and helpful. But do not allow the steps you have taken to be a reason to not take any more. Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you resonate with the Morcott material, please consider following us on YouTube, on Instagram, and on TikTok, and subscribing to our Substack. Live channel transmissions take place on the second Saturday of every month via Zoom. For more information about how to get access to these gatherings and a growing collection of full transmissions and other exclusive content, please visit the Morcott Material Substack. If you're interested in Morcott's books or scheduling a one-on-one session, please check us out at morcottmaterial.com. Thank you so much for your engagement. We truly appreciate you.